This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, Manisha, shall we start up the session?
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, we can start.
Yeah, hope my screen is visible.
Yes, I can see.
Okay. So far we have completed finance module except asset accounting module in finance. As I was mentioning, asset accounting module will be completed after completing controlling and integration as well. Okay. So,
Yeah.
so far in finance module, we have seen general ledger accounting and basic settings. And we have seen how to process documents in FI and reversals, and we have seen reference documents like account assignment model, uh, then reference documents. Okay, so various reference documents we have seen. Also, we have seen accounts payable module and accounts receivable module along with banking, that is house bank management, treasury management. So now we are moving on to controlling part. Controlling, hope my voice is very clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah, fine. So controlling basically, before we start up with controlling, please do remember that finance, people say that FICO module, one of the functional module in SAP is FICO, and they read it as finance and controlling. Majority of the people are having a wrong notion stating that FICO is a single functional module. They understand that FICO is a single course or single module or single topic. But please do remember that FI is a separate module, controlling is a separate module. Those two are independent individual modules. FI is a separate course, controlling is a separate course altogether, please. Okay. But the point here is, without understanding finance module, it is not possible to understand controlling module. The reason is, entire controlling module is completely dependent on finance module. Entire controlling module is dependent on finance module. So majority of the data, majority of the information will be transferred, will be flowed from finance module to controlling module only. So that is the reason why controlling, though it is a separate module, though it is a separate individual module, before we understand controlling module effectively and completely, we have to have a thorough understanding of finance module. That is the reason why always during the trainings we take up finance module as the first module, and after completing finance module only we will go with the controlling module. Giving training in controlling module is always followed by finance module. Is that fine? So
Yeah.
yeah, what exactly is controlling? Basically, controlling module is not a controlling module. Rather, it should be understood as a costing module. Costing module. Then, if it is a costing module, why the name Why SAP has named it as a controlling module? Why it should not be kept as a costing module? Though people say that it is a controlling module, it is better to understand it as a costing module. Costing, COSTING, costing module. So basically, why this costing module has been named as controlling module? Prior to that, prior to understanding that, what is the purpose of this controlling module? Why SAP has introduced controlling module? Why SAP has given a module, a functional module called controlling module to the industry? What is purpose behind introducing or giving this controlling module? See, there are multiple business organizations which are working across the universe, and majority of the organizations are into manufacturing sector, correct?
Yeah.
Right? So manufacturing organizations, manufacturing industry, organization, business, all are same, correct? So when everybody, eh, whoever may be the person, whoever may be the CEO of a company or a manufacturing industry, he or she must have established that organization for the purpose of earning profits, correct?
Yeah.
Right? So how that the term profit can be expressed theoretically? See, profit can be expressed like this. Profit in general, profit is equal to revenue minus cost oblique expenses. That means, in order to arrive the profit, in order to know the profit, see, each and every business organization would like to calculate the profit. You must have seen in newspaper saying that to this year Wipro has earned more profit. Is its profit growth is 5.3 percentage higher when compared to last year. Infosys has earned this much profit. TCS has earned this much profit. Idea Group earned this much profit. Tata Group earned this much profit. We must have heard this particular news in newspapers regularly when we go through the newspaper, correct?
Yes.
Right? So, which means what? At the end of a particular year, at the end of every financial year, every business organization has to calculate how much profit it has earned. So how that profit will be calculated, how that profit will be arrived, how that particular profit will be ascertained by the organization? So in a simplified terminology, profit is simply the difference between the revenue earned by the organization and expenses, which is also called as cost. The other name of expenses is cost. So the expenses incurred by the organization. In a very much simplified generic terminology, profit can be defined, profit can be explained, or profit can be understood as the excess of revenue earned by the organization over and above the expenses incurred by the organization. Suppose, let me give an example. Okay, there is a company, I'm assuming a company called X and company, and for the financial year 2018 and 19, 2018 and 19, revenue is rupees, let's say, 100 crores, and expenses is rupees, let us say, 63 crores. What would be the profit if I give these statistics? What would be the profit earned by X company for the financial year 2018?
27 crores.
Obviously, no, it is 37,000, not 20, not 37 crores, correct?
Ah, yeah, 37. Yeah, right.
37 crores. How did you arrive that 37 crores? 100 crores minus 63 crores.
63.
Nothing but,
Okay.
yeah, to arrive with the profit, what we have done is, how much revenue company has earned, how much revenue business has earned, From that revenue earned, we have deducted expenses or costs incurred by the organization, correct?
Yeah.
Right? So here revenue is 100 crores, expenses is 63 crores. So 100 minus 63 crores is equal to 37 crores. So therefore, for profit for financial year will be rupees 100 crores minus rupees 63 crores, which is equal to rupees 37 crores. 37 crores, correct? So the point here is organizations will not stop at profit arrival point. Once the profit is earned by the organization for this particular year, this financial year, the organization will keep target next financial year to increase next financial year profit more than this financial year, correct? So every business organization would like to increase profit from one year to another year. Even simply, if you take some in case of in our case only, suppose this particular financial year we are we are with a salary of let's say 5 lakhs per annum. Next year, whether we would like to increase our salary or decrease our salary.
Increase.
Increase, because why you want to increase salary? By increasing salary your income will be increased, correct? So similarly, organizations also will think about increasing of the profit. So every business organization, whether it is a manufacturing sector related or service oriented sector, irrespective of the sector in which the organization is working, every business organization would like to increase its profits from one year to another year, from this year to next year. So this year it has earned 37 crores, next year it would like to earn more than 37 crores, later on it would like to hear someone. So year on year, year by year, every organization would like to increase profits more by 1 year. So to increase the profit, what would be the strategy an organization should adopt? How can profit can be increased?
By
How
increasing
an
revenue.
organize, yeah, by increasing the revenue, correct? That is first option. Increasing the revenue. Increasing the revenue means, let us take this strategy. Increasing the revenue. Increasing revenue in the sense it has to increase its sales, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
So increasing the sales, by increasing the sales, revenue can be increased. So increasing the sales, how can an organization increase the sales? How it can increase the sales? There are two options. It has to increase the quantity of goods sold, or it has to increase the selling price of the products, correct?
Yeah.
Right? So increasing selling price, assume that you are selling one product and you have increased selling price of your product in the market. What will happen? Increasing the selling price by the organization is a negative point or positive point? There is no doubt, by increasing the selling price you can increase the sales, you can increase the revenue, but increasing the selling price is a positive factor or negative factor for the organization?
Negative.
Negative factor, definitely, because when you are selling a product in the market, you might be having competitors in the same market, correct? They also might be selling the similar kind of product, correct? So always increasing the selling price is not a right choice, right strategy, because increasing the revenue by increasing the selling price or by increasing the quantity of the goods sold or material or products sold entirely depends on the market conditions. It depends on the customers. It depends on the customer tastes and preferences. It depends on the various external factors. But listen to my explanation very carefully. Increasing the revenue depends on various external factors like customers, customer tastes and habits, like competitors they in the market for your product. So like this there will be so many external factors. On those external factors revenue is depended. So instead of thinking of increasing the revenue, I don't want to increase my revenue, but I want to increase my cost, sorry, increase my profit. Without increasing revenue, how can we increase the profit? Is there any chance? Is there any way out?
By decreasing the cost or
Exactly. Excellent.
yes.
By decreasing the cost or by decreasing the expenses. Because decreasing the expenses or decreasing the cost to the maximum extent is in the hands of the business organization. That is the reason why nowadays majority of the business organizations are thinking of reducing the cost but not increasing the revenue only. So to the maximum extent possible, each and every business organization would like to reduce the cost, would like to reduce the expenses. Why every business, majority of the business organizations are interested in reducing the cost? The reason is reduction in the cost. Reducing the cost will result in increase in the profit. Suppose my revenue for the financial year 2018-19 is 100 crores and expenses or cost is 63 crores. Therefore, my profit will be 37 crores. Suppose for the financial year, assume financial year 2019 and 20, revenue is same, is rupees 100 crores. 100 crores. My revenue has not changed. I have not increased my revenue. Okay. But expenses incurred, cost incurred, expenses is rupees, let us say 61 crores. 61 crores. That means in earlier financial year, my expenses were 63 crores. In current year 2019-20, I could able to reduce my cost. I could able to reduce my expenses from 63 crores to 61 crores. Therefore, my profit for financial year 2019-20 will be, profit for financial year 2019 will be, how much it will be? 39 crores, correct?
Yeah.
It will be 39 crores. So earlier in the previous year, my profit is 37 crores and this year my profit is 39 crores. I could able to increase my profit by 2 crores more without increasing the revenue. Rather, by decreasing my cost, by decreasing my expenses, I could able to increase my profit. So the point to be focused in my explanation is, the point to be remembered very much here is decrease in the cost, reduction in the cost will result in increase in the profit. Point is clear,
Yes.
right? But how to reduce the cost, how to decrease the cost, how to reduce the expenses? It's a very big task, it's a very big challenge for the each and every organization. Reducing the cost is not that easy task as we discussed theoretically. When it comes to the practically, it becomes very difficult for the organization to reduce the cost, to decrease the cost. Okay, so that is the reason why keeping this point in consideration, keeping this particular purpose called reduction in the cost in the, as the main point, as the main agenda, SAP has developed a module called controlling module. So this controlling module will tell the management, will explain the management how to control the cost, thereby how to reduce the cost, thereby how to increase the profit. It will explain the organization, it will help the organization, it will assist the higher management in knowing how to control the cost, how to control the expenses. So once you know how to control the cost, if you have thorough control over the expenses of the organization, definitely you will be able to reduce the expenses, correct?
Yeah.
When you are able to reduce the expenses, automatically your profit will be increased without increasing the revenue, correct?
Yes.
Right? So this controlling, this reduction in the cost will be explained by controlling module. So basically the purpose of controlling module, the designing of controlling module, providing of controlling module by SAP is it to reduce the cost of the organization, to reduce the expenses of the organization to the maximum extent possible. So by doing what expenses will be reduced, it will be explained by the controlling module. Okay, so with the help of readily available controlling module of SAP, by implementing this controlling module, organizations will be able to reduce the cost, thereby organizations will increase the profit. So that is the whole idea of giving controlling module, using controlling module in real time by the organizations. So please do remember, earlier the industries which are in service sector were not using controlling module. The industries which are in manufacturing sector only were using controlling module, but the scenario has been changed now. Irrespective of the industry in which the business is getting operated, irrespective of the industry in which the company is running, all the business organizations are using controlling module to control the cost, to reduce the cost. So therefore controlling module is very, very important, because usage of controlling module will have a direct impact on the profit. Getting my point clearly?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so how this will be achieved and what are all the settings business has to do as far as concerned to controlling module, let us see in detail. Okay, so controlling module, topic number 1. Topic 1. Okay, basic settings. Basic settings. Basic settings in this step number 1. Step number 1, define oblique create controlling area. Define oblique create controlling area using OKKP. Using OKKP. Define oblique create controlling area using OKKP. Then the question might come, what is controlling area? Let me give some points with respect to it. Controlling area is an is an highest level of organizational unit organizational unit organizational unit controlling area is an highest level of organizational unit at which various reports related to costs oblique expenses. Costs are nothing but expenses. Controlling area is an highest level of organizational unit at which various reports related to costs oblique expenses will be generated for the purpose of cost analysis with which various decisions can be various effective decisions can be taken by the organization for organization in order to reduce the cost oblique expenses. I repeat once again for your clarity sake. Controlling area is an highest level of organizational unit at which various reports related to costs oblique expenses will be generated for the purpose of. So what is the purpose of this generated reports? For the purpose of cost analysis. So why do we do cost analysis? With which various effective decisions can be taken by the organization in order to reduce the cost oblique expenses. Okay, so controlling area, the purpose of controlling area has been clearly mentioned theoretically in this point. Okay, read out very slowly so that you will understand the entire purpose of controlling module of SAP. So I read it slowly once again for your clarity's sake. Controlling area is an highest level of organizational unit at which various reports related to costs oblique expenses will be generated for the purpose of cost analysis with which various effective decisions can be taken by the organization in order to reduce the cost. Okay, so to reduce the cost, basically effective decision process must be done. To have effective process, analysis must be done. To have analysis, reports must be generated. To generate reports, controlling areas is very much required. So if you have controlling area defined in the system, controlling part configured in the system, using that controlling area you can generate various reports, and using those reports you can analyze the you can do analysis with respect to data of expenses. Once you have done analysis, it becomes possible for you to take effective decisions, and by taking and implementing those effective decisions you can reduce the cost. By reducing the cost you can increase the profit. I hope I'm clear with my explanation, right?
Yes.
Right, so now let us see how to create or how to set up controlling area using OKKP. Slightly I'm adding one more word in the description of the step. Define oblique create oblique set up controlling area. Set up controlling area using OKKP. Please take down the path. It's SAP Easy Access. SAP Easy Access. Give SPRO in the command box. SPRO in the command box. Press enter. Click on SAP reference IMG. Write down slowly, please. I go very slowly. Click on SAP reference IMG. Then controlling, not financial accounting, controlling. Here you can see controlling, then general controlling, general controlling, then organization, 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 then maintain controlling area, maintain controlling area. So click on this clock icon beside maintain controlling area. Click on this clock icon, maintain controlling area. Click on this clock icon, maintain controlling area. I hope you are getting sufficient time to note down, right? Hello? 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 Hello?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
able to hear me? Okay, fine. So click on this clock icon beside maintain controlling area. Click on that. Then write down very carefully. Double click on maintain controlling area. Second option. Double click on maintain controlling area. Double click on maintain controlling area. Double click on maintain controlling area. Second option. Double click on maintain controlling area. The second option, please. It will take some time as we are doing it for the first time. Yeah. So once you double click on maintain controlling area, you will get this screen called change view basic data overview. Continuation, please. Click on new entries. Click on new entries. Click on new entries. Then controlling area here. So controlling area, basically it's an 4-digit alphanumerical code. You can use 4 alphabets or 4 numbers or combination of alphabets and numbers. It's up to you. Okay. So just I'm taking MMCA. Need not be MMCA. You can take your own code. But please do remember, for the interviews, controlling area is a 4-digit alphanumerical code, please. So give MMCA. Then here system says CO area is equal to C code. What exactly does it mean? CO area is equal to C code means CO stands for controlling area. This is equal symbol, you know it anyway. C code means company code. So controlling area is equal to company code. Just please be on the line, please. I am getting a call from the I'm back, please. One second. Fine. So controlling area, I'm using MMCA. Here CO area is equal to C code. That is controlling area is equal to company code. Okay. So click on this tab. CO area is equal to C code. It doesn't mean that company code and controlling area are same. It doesn't mean that. But by clicking on this, some data will be copied from company code to controlling area. So we must have maintained some data like currency, chart of accounts, fiscal year variant. So this with respect to currency, chart of accounts and fiscal year variants, we have maintained in finance module. So whatever the data with respect to currency, chart of accounts and fiscal year variants we have maintained at company code level, all those data will be copied to controlling area as well. So that is for that purpose we click on particular option, that is controlling area is equal to company code. So click on this. CO area is equal to C code. CO area is equal to C code. Click on this and give the company code. Our company code is MMI1. So give the company code MMI1. Press enter. Press enter. Observe here. Currency has been copied. Chart accounts were copied. Fiscal variant has also been copied. Okay. So earlier these fields were empty. There was no data in this field like currency type, currency, chart of accounts and fiscal year variants. Now the data which we have maintained with respect to currency, chart of accounts, fiscal year variant were copied from finance module and got transported to controlling module. Now name nothing but description. By default it has become MM1234IN Limited. Remove the description. Remove the description and give controlling area controlling area MMCA MMCA. Then here assignment control, please. Assignment control, company code, CO area. Here select controlling area same as company code. If you have multiple company codes, you can go for second option. If you have only one particular company code for entire business organization, you can go for first option. Either second option or first option, anyone you can select. So just I'm going with controlling area same as company code. Then next one, you can see currency type, it is by the system currency. The next chart of accounts, fiscal year variant. Next, this is something very important to understand. System says CCTR STD dot hierarchy. CCTR STD dot hierarchy. What is this? Listen to me very carefully. It speaks about cost center standard hierarchy. The term CCTR STD dot hierarchy is nothing but cost center standard hierarchy. So what is hierarchy? What is standard hierarchy? What is cost center? What is cost center standard hierarchy? These many things we are supposed to understand at this point. First, what is an hierarchy? What is a standard hierarchy? What is cost center? And what is cost center standard hierarchy? So these many aspects we need to understand. But at this point of time, I'm not going to explain what is cost center standard hierarchy. Okay, I'll explain after some steps. Once we are done with some steps, I'll explain what is cost center, what is cost center standard hierarchy. Everything I'll explain. But for the time being, mention here just like this: stdhr underscore mmca stdhr underscore mmca. What is this stdhr underscore mmca? Don't worry about that. You need not have to worry. I'll explain later on. Then click on save. Click on save. Click on save. Once you click on save, system is giving some message. Look at the message, read out carefully. Standard hierarchy stdhr underscore mmca does not exist. Should system stdhr underscore mmca be created as a standard hierarchy? I read out once again. Read out the message very carefully, please. Standard hierarchy stdhr underscore mmca does not exist. Should system stdhr underscore mmca be created as a standard hierarchy? Then click on yes. Click on yes. Press enter. Press enter. And get the message data was saved. And get the message data was saved. And get the message data was saved. You will get the message. Please do wait. Yeah, you can see the message in the bottom left side. Data was saved. So get the message data was saved. Continuation, please. Double click on. We have not yet done with step number 1. We are continuing in the step number 1 only. Double click on activate components oblique control indicators. Double click on activate components oblique control indicators folder. I repeat, double click on activate components oblique control indicators. So double click on that. Click on new entries. New entries. Click on new entries. Get the message. Get the message. No company code assigned to controlling area. Get message. No company code assigned to controlling area. No need to worry. Press enter. Press enter. Press enter. Continuation, please. We are continuing with step number 1 only. Give OK KP in the command box. Give OK KP in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. Click on position. Click on position. Give the controlling area MMI1. Give the controlling area MMI1. Press enter. Press enter. Select controlling area MMI1 with color. Select controlling area MMI1 with color. With color. Then double click on assignment of company codes folder. Left side you can see. Double click on assignment of company codes folder. So double click on assignment of company codes folder. So I'm double clicking on that. Now click on new entries. Click on new entries. Click on new entries. New entries. Observe here Here it says company code. COCD means company code, assigned company codes. If you observe carefully, you are able to identify multiple rows, not a single row. That means, remember please, under one controlling area, multiple company codes can be assigned. I repeat once again, this is an interview question, please. Under one controlling area, multiple company codes can be assigned. So therefore, the relation between controlling area and company codes will be represented mathematically as 1:n. The relation between controlling area and company codes will be mathematically represented as 1:n. So in that 1:n representation, 1 indicates controlling area, n indicates number of company codes. Okay, so just I am giving our company code MMI1. So give the company code MMI1. MMI1. Click on save. Click on save. Likewise, how many company codes you have for your business organization in different countries, all those company codes must and should be assigned under controlling area. So click on save. Click on save. Press enter. Press enter and get the message data was saved. And get the message data was saved. Continuation please, not yet been completed. Double click on activate components / control indicators. Double click, I said double click, not single click, please write down very carefully. Double click activate components / control indicators. So I'm double clicking on that. So double click activate components / control indicators. Click on new entries. Click on new entries tab. New entries. Then fiscal year. Our present fiscal year is 2019. But generally what we do is we will give previous fiscal year as fiscal year. So 2018. Assuming that business is using SAP from 2019 onwards, though it is using 2018 onwards, we are giving here 2018, which means by giving 2018, by giving previous year as fiscal year, system will allow the previous year data to migrate from non-SAP system to SAP system. If you have previous year data available in SAP system, at the end of this particular financial year, that is 2019, you can compare the data and you can do some comparative analysis. So to have comparative analysis, we require previous year's information. To have previous year's information, to update previous year information in the system, fiscal year must be previous year here. Okay. By giving 2018 here, what is the interpretation is that particular business organization is using SAP from 2019 fiscal year onwards. Prior to 2019, there was no SAP in that business organization. Understood the point clearly?
Yes.
Fine. So fiscal year 2018. Next year, cost centers. So what is cost centers? I haven't explained so far, but I'll explain bit later. So for cost centers, select component active. Component active. Component active. Select component active. Then select component active here, and next ensure that all currencies checkbox is already selected. Ensure that all currencies checkbox is already selected. All currencies checkbox is already selected. Then select variances checkbox. Select variances checkbox. Why do we need to select this variances? Why do we need to select component active? I'll explain in later classes, please. You have to wait. At this point, I cannot explain. Even if I explain also, you won't understand. I'll in later stages, I'll come back to the same screen and I explain clearly that we have activated so and so option. As we have activated, we could able to get so and so report like so and so fashion. I'll explain like that. Okay. So select variances checkbox. Click on save. Click on save. Click on save. And get the message critical transport control indicator in controlling area. Please note down the message. Get the message critical transport control indicator in controlling area. Critical transport control indicator in controlling area. Ignore the message. Ignore the message presenter and get the message data was saved. And get the message data was saved. Get the message data was saved. So this is how we set up controlling area in the system. We have not yet completed next step, but before going to the next step, please take some points in theory in your notes. Under, please make it like this: important for interviews. Under one controlling area, multiple company codes of one business organization under one controlling area, multiple company codes of one business organization will be assigned. Therefore, controlling area is a bigger organizational unit compared to therefore controlling area of controlling module is a bigger organizational unit compared to company code of finance module. Next point, important point: the relation between controlling area and company codes will be represented as 1:n. as 1:n. 1:n. The number 1 will represent controlling area and the letter n, the number 1 will represent controlling area and the letter n will indicate number of company codes. This is very, very important. Please do remember. So the number 1 will represent controlling area and the letter n will indicate number of company codes. So this is what is step number 1. Next, step number 2. Concept stepwise, it is very easy step, but conceptually this is very, very important. Step number 2. Okay. So what is this step number 2 and why is this step number 2? Let us see. Step number 2. Maintain number ranges for controlling documents. Maintain number ranges for controlling documents using KANK. In real time we call it as KANK. Please do remember this, KANK. Maintain number ranges for controlling documents using KANK. See, controlling module settings, if you do settings, you practice settings for 10 to 15 times, you will remember easily. But the conceptual aspect behind doing the settings is very, very important. Unless you conceptually understand, you won't be able to work in real time as far as concerned to controlling module, please. It looks like, it appears like it is very easy, but it is not easy. So conceptually, we should be more strong to work in controlling module basically. Okay, so the step number 2 is maintain number ranges for controlling documents using KNK. That we call it as KANK in real time. See, what is this number range? See, the term we are very much familiar with respect to finance module. So many times we have maintained number range with respect to SA document, with respect to DR, DA, DZ, KZ, KA, KR, and in various aspects we have maintained number ranges in finance module. Similarly, in controlling module also we have to maintain number ranges. So by maintaining the number ranges, what system will do is, as and when a transaction or an activity or data gets processed in controlling module, for that processed activity, for that processed data, system will generate one document, and to that document one number will be assigned. See, basically what is the use of controlling module? Controlling module, here I have mentioned here, controlling module, controlling area is an highest level of organizational unit at which various reports related to cost oblique expenses will be generated. So reports will be generated. What purpose reports will be generated? For effective cost analysis. Why do we have to do cost analysis? For effective decisions. Why do we need to take effective decisions? To reduce the cost or to reduce the expenses. So basically, to reduce the cost, we need to have effective decision. To have effective decision, we need to do effective cost analysis. To have effective cost analysis, we need to have generated reports. To have the reports, data has to be processed in the system or not. Getting my point?
Yeah.
So to have the data in the system, to have the availability of the data with respect to expenses in system, that the data has to be processed. So unless we process the data, unless we do the data entry with respect to the expenses incurred by the organization in the system, data with respect to costs or expenses will not be available in the system. So to have the availability of the data, unless we have the availability of the data, we cannot generate the reports. Unless we generate the reports, we cannot do cost analysis. Unless we do analysis, we cannot take effective decisions. Unless we take decisions, we will not be able to reduce the cost. So the point here is to reduce the expenses. Basically, we should be available with the data in the system. So to have the availability of the data has to be processed. So whatever the transactions that are happening, whatever the activities that are happening during the business, all those transactions, all those activities must and should be processed in controlling module apart from finance module. So along with finance module, data also has to be processed in controlling module. So as and when data is getting processed, as and when activities are getting processed in controlling module, system will generate one document. System will get the documents. So as and when document is getting generated, there must be a number for that document, correct?
Yeah.
So to have the number, we need to maintain the number range. Understood clearly?
Yes.
Right. So take down the paths. Maintain number ranges for controlling documents using KA and K. So please take down the path. It's SAP Easy Access, SAP Easy Access, SAP Easy Access, SPRO, SPRO, Presenter, Presenter. Click on SAP reference IMG. Click on SAP reference IMG. SAP reference IMG. Then controlling, controlling, controlling. Then general controlling, general controlling, general controlling. Then organization, organization, organization. Then maintain number ranges for controlling documents. Maintain number ranges for controlling documents. Maintain number ranges for controlling documents. So click on this clock icon just beside maintain number ranges for controlling documents. Click on the clock icon of maintain number ranges for controlling documents. See, you can see here CANC, K and K. So click on this clock icon, maintain number ranges for controlling documents. Give the CO area nothing but controlling area. So click on, sorry, give controlling area MMI1, our controlling area MMI1. Click on maintain groups. Maintain groups. Visible? It is with a pencil icon or pen icon. So click on maintain groups. Yeah. Write down very carefully. Double, see, are you able to see not assigned here? Visible?
Yes.
Not assigned. So double click on COIN, coin, we call it as coin. Double click on coin, double click on coin, and click on this assign element group. Click on this assign element group. Assign element group. Click on this assign element group. 1 second. Hmm. 1 second, please. Hmm. 1 second. Just I'll go back. I do it from the beginning. See, click on this clock icon, maintain number ranges for controlling documents. Give the controlling area MMI1. Click on maintain groups. Maintain groups. Maintain groups. Do not click on this coin. Just go to group. Go to group or click on group. Main menu. Click on group. Click on insert. Click on insert. Click on insert and give the text. Just give text like this: actual controlling documents. Why I have used the term actual, you will understand in the later classes, later sessions. Actual controlling documents. Give the text actual controlling documents. Then number. You are free to give any number as from number, but it is always advisable to know the from number from the system. Very important aspect, please. During the implementation, we are free to give any number as from number subject to conditions, but it is always advisable to know from number from the system. So to know from number from the system, click on this drop down button. Click on this drop down button. Once you click on this drop down button, system will give you the available from number. So from number is 1. It is showing, it is displaying from number as 1. So double click on from number displayed by the system. Write down carefully, please. Double click on from number displayed by the system. Double click. 2 number. If you want to keep the 2 number given by the system as it is, you can repeat, or else you can change. So just I'm changing it as 1 lakh. So 1 lakh. Need not be 1 lakh, you can give 10,000 or 10 lakhs or 1 crore, whatever you want. You can give 2 number, but we should ensure that always 2 number must be higher than from number. So from number 1, 2 number 1 lakh. Then press enter. Press enter. Observe here, you are able to see one checkbox with actual controlling documents. Earlier it was not there, right?
Yes.
Clear? So now write down very carefully. Select actual controlling documents checkbox. Select actual controlling documents checkbox. Select actual controlling documents checkbox. Then double click on coin, COIN. Double click on coin. Double click on coin under not assigned section. Double click on coin under not assigned section. This entire section is not assigned section. So double click on coin. Double click on coin. Observe Manish carefully. The moment you double clicked, the color has been changed from black to blue.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So double click on coin and click on assign element group. Click on assign element group. Click on assign element group. And click on save. Click on save. Click on save. Ignore the message. Ignore the message. Press enter. Get the message changes have been saved. Get the message changes have been saved. Okay. But what is this coin? COIN. It has CO through postings from FI. CO means controlling. Through postings from FI. FI means finance. See, basically controlling module will speak about what? It will speak about cost, correct? Reducing the cost, correct?
Yes.
It will speak about the reducing the cost means it will speak about the cost. It nothing but it will speak about the expenses of the organization, correct?
Yeah.
Expenses. Rent paid is an expense. Salary is an expense. Lighting, electricity is an expense. Telecommunication charges is an expense. Like that, different expenses will be there, no? Correct?
Yes.
Those expenses generally, where do we process? In FI module, we process. Correct?
Yeah.
The same, whatever the expenses we have processed in FI module, same expenses must and should be processed in controlling module as well. So that data with respect to expenses will be available in the controlling module. As data is available, we can analyze the data. By analyzing, we can take effective decisions. By implementing taken decisions, we could reduce the cost for future years, correct?
Yeah.
So data, whatever the expenses related data we have processed in finance module, also should be processed in controlling module. Means we don't need to process expenses related data in controlling module separately. Once you process expenses related data in finance module, automatically system will process same data in controlling module, since we have attached this coin here. Understood the point?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means once you process data in finance module, automatically that will be updated, that will be processed in controlling module. How it will be processed? Because of this particular setting, we have attached coin, no? Coin. So as we have attached this coin, whatever the expenses data related processed in finance automatically gets updated in controlling module. That is what it says. The description is says postings from finance. Processing is nothing but posting. Getting my point?
Yeah. Yes.
So that means ultimate conclusion, understanding the point to be understood here is separately we don't need to process the activities in controlling module. Once you process activities, once you process data in finance module, once you process transactions in finance module, automatically they get updated in controlling module, as we have done this particular setting, as we have attached coin under this actual controlling documents. Understood clearly?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what is maintaining the number ranges. Next step, step number 3. I think Miraj has left. right?
Yeah.
Okay. At right point he has left, it seems. Maybe some urgency. Okay, no problem. Anyway, he'll be going through the recording. Next, step 3. Step 3. Maintain version. Maintain version using OKEQ. OKEQ. Maintain version using OKEQ. OKEQ. So what is this version? Why do we need to do this version? To understand, just to show you setup, how to set up the version. Okay, but I don't explain the purpose, because in later we will understand what is version and why do we need to define version in the system. Okay. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but as important, let us stop session here itself. We'll continue from here from tomorrow onwards. Okay.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah. So have a nice time. We'll meet in tomorrow's session.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Bye.